Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Pure Power Comic Show. I'm your host, Anthony Thomas, your friendly jazzy bass player and comic book collector and store owner. The Pure Power Comic Show is a division of BSN Collectibles and is aired every Saturday on the BSN Collectible excuse me, YouTube channel where we talk about all that is comics and more. BSN Collectibles is a division of Brand Shopping Network where we sell comics, sports cards, action figures, and much more. You can check us out at www.bsncollectibles.com, and you can also check out our main store at www.brandshoppingnetwork.com and shop the brands you know. And you can also check out our Instagram pages as well as our Facebook page. Today on Pure Power Comics, I am going to be doing some comic book spotlight. And in the comic book spotlight, I do this showcase the signed or autograph book of the week, cover of the week, graphic novel of the week, and story time of the week. Today I might not do story time, but I will do the other three. I will be doing it. Before you, I have the cover of the week, which is Punisher #1, which in this storyline is the Living in Darkness storyline. And on the front cover we have the Punisher that's strapped from head to toe with guns and knives. And this is a tribute cover to 129 Amazing Spider-Man. When Punisher was shooting, and that was the first appearance of Punisher, where he was shooting at Spider-Man, obviously. Here they show him shooting at Sentry. And Sentry is, in this storyline, he's Norman Osborn bodyguard. And they also have another version of the book where it's actually Norman Osborn flipping, trying to avoid that Punisher bullet. Now, in this particular storyline, in this particular book here, the Punisher is halfway across town, and he takes a shot. He's actually from the scene in the book. He actually looked like he's almost in another town, but he's basically, if he's not in another town, he's halfway across the city. He takes a shot, and at Norman Osborn, as Norman Osborn is making a speech in an area that has been run down, is fully damaged basically, and he's making a speech to the people in the community, and the Punisher takes a shot, and the bullet is heading straight for him, and just before it hits Norman Osborn in the skull, the Sentry grabs it with very ease, grabs it, looks at it, and he looks towards where the bullet came from, and he sees the Punisher. And before the Punisher can even react, the Sentry is right there floating above him, saying, hey, we could do this the easy way or we could do this the hard way. And I don't want to spoil a story for you, but you know who the Punisher is. He does things the hard way. So in this case, he takes off running. It ain't no sense in him trying to swing at this dude. It ain't happening. Nah, he just takes off running, and throughout the building and everything like that. But it's a good storyline. I read it, I like it, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. Not the whole thing anyway. But in this case here, now, who actually made this book? This book came out in 2009. It came out January 2009. It was created, and I went to print in December of 2008. but they didn't publish it until 2009, January 2009. The writer and author of this book was Rick Remeda. The artist was Jerome Opina. Colorist Dan Brown. Inker is Joe Carmelo. And assistant editor is Sebastian Gerner. Sebastian Gerner. Editor is Alex Alonso. Editor-in-chief is Joe Quesada. Publisher of Marvel, or publisher of this book, is Dan Buckley from Marvel. And the villain is Norman Osborn. And the hero, obviously, the main character is the Punisher. And Sentry is also in this book, obviously. He's in this book. He's in this particular issue. He's Norman Osborn. I consider him his bodyguard, and I'm pretty sure that's basically what he is through the whole storyline. The cover itself, the artwork in this book, I give. I got 2 grades in the artwork for the inside of the book and the outside. And the cover itself, I give an A. I mean, I give the book an A on the cover itself. The storyline, I give a B. The artwork inside, I give a C. I mean, the artwork, to me, was kind of rushed compared to the cover. I mean, the cover, looked like he took his time. He really honored the original drawing, but the inside, it looked like it was rushed to me. And it's totally different. If you look at the inside, it looked like it was done by a totally different artist. I mean, the front cover looks like, one way, and the inside, it looks like a total different artist. And if you notice one thing too here, in Amazing Spider-Man, that they had the X, with the white lines going across instead of the red circle. And but overall, I give this book a B plus. I would say if you want to add this to your collection, I would definitely go out. If you see it, grab it. And I seen this book on eBay for ungraded, not slabbed or nothing like that. $5. Average between $5 and $10 for this book. So if I was you, I would definitely grab it up. Like I said, I give it a B plus in this particular book. Now, our next book is going to be the signed book or autograph book of the week, and it's going to be Avengers. And this is Avengers #1, Heroes Return. And this book here is a fold-out cover. On the back of the book, it has other characters on it. It pretty much showing almost the full roster of the Avengers, past as well as present at this particular time. This book came out in 1998, February of 1998. And Heroes Return. And if you know that storyline from the Heroes Reborn, the Heroes Return, and all that, you know what they're talking about. That's a whole nother story for another time. But this is the signed book of the week. I got this signed in 2015, I think 2014, 2015, something like that. But it might have been 2016. But I got it signed by George Perez at MegaCon convention in Orlando, Florida. I got a whole stack of books signed by him, and basically all I had to do was donate to the Hero Initiative, and I donated, and he signed every book I had, and he was a great. You could tell he likes being around his fans. In this particular book, the storyline is once an Avenger, always an Avenger. They say once an Avenger. The artist in this particular book is George Perez, Inside and Out. Writer Kurt Busiek. Inks is by Richard Starkey, and lettering is by Comic Graph. Colors Tom Smith. Editor Tom Revart, and editor-in-chief at the time was Bob Harris, not Joe Quesada, and the publisher obviously is Marvel Comics. And on the front cover of this, you see Thor, you see Captain America, you see Giant Man, or I don't know if he was at the time called Ant-Man. You got Iron Man, you got Scarlet Witch, you have the Wasps, you got Machine Man. Machine Man is this gentleman right here. And you have the Beast. You have the Beast here. And I forgot her name. You got Hawkeye, you got Sandman. You got numerous characters. It's on the front cover. That's Machine Man there. In the purple. And I can open this up. Let me open this up and show you the full scope of, the book. Let me put something back, real quick. Hold on 1 second. Let me open this up. And what I also would do, I would put a stand on here. Let me put a stand. Let me put a stand here. Let me put a stand here. Yeah. And I'll open this book up. That way you can see the full scope of this. And I'm going to pick up the camera and show you who is all on here. You got Spider-Man, you got Moon Knight. Some of you, I don't remember their name. You got the Wasps, but I'm going to share all their names. You got She-Hulk, you got Quicksilver, you got Crystal, you got Spider-Girl or Spider-Woman, you got the Hulk, Vision, Submariner, Quasar, you got Falcon, Hercules, Black Panther, Rampage. No, is that Rampage? No, that's not right. Well, I think it's Rampage. You got and you got Tigress, Demolition Man, Swordsman. You got so many characters on here, and I'll get to their names in a few minutes of all of them. But this is an awesome cover done by George Perez. I mean, George Perez was a king. He is a king out at layouts, doing layouts in detail of characters and pages. There's not a whole lot of cats that can compete with him on this. Because you could look at a book and say, oh, I know who did that. That's George Perez. And I would buy books just because George Perez drew them, even if I didn't care for the characters themselves. And this is the signed book of the week. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back in. This book here is in good condition. You got some damage right here in this top corner, right there. You got right there. And besides that, you got some creases on the edges and all that. But besides that, the book is in really good condition, especially being a book from the 90s. And I bought this book when it was brand new. So, and I got two of these books. Now it opens up. It's a fold-out cover. You seen the back, and you got an ad of Jay and Silent Bob. With them, with Kevin's tongue out, and he's got his finger almost in the guy's mouth. I seen them at the MegaCon. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to share with you some of, if I can get this right, just be a little patient. Yeah. There we go. Without me tearing up my. So you got the Beast. See, they got all the characters in the book inside of the fold-out cover. You got the Beast, you got Binary, Black Knight, Black Panther, Black Widow, Captain America, you got Crystal, you got Falcon, you got Darkhawk, you got Firebird. Paper's moving. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh man. Okay. Hold on a second. I don't want to mess up my book. Let me get something. Let me put this like that and put that like that. There we go. So you got Firebird, you got Moon Dragon rather, and Moon Knight. You got Machine Man. You got the Living Lightning. You got Edward Jarvis, Iron Man, Hulk, Hercules, Hawkeye, Giant Man. You got Photon, Quasar, Quicksilver, Rage, Sandman, Scarlet Witch. And they just give a little, thing on their powers. Series She-Hulk, Sandman, did I say Sandman? Yeah, She-Hulk, Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Star Fox. Up at the top you got Swordsman, Stingray, Submariner, Thor, Tigra, U.S. Agent, Vision, Wasp, Demolition Man, Rick Jones, and Magdalene. And then, they like on Swordsman, they give like Philip Jarvett, the alternate universe counterpart of the deceased former Avenger and the master of blade weapons. This and Stingray, Walter Newell, an oceanographer who invented his undersea exoskeleton in order to better study the ocean. You get that from like Black Manta and all. The half human, half Submariner, half Atlantean, monarch of the sunken city of Atlantis, who has served as both an enemy and a defender of mankind. So yeah, they give a little extra on all the characters and stuff inside of the cover, and And this was a great storyline. This was a great book. This was a great series. And George Perez, if you see any of this, this series, I say grab it. A plus inside and out. A plus inside and out on this particular series. Can't go wrong. Let me put this back in the bag before I mess it up. You cannot go wrong with that series. Anybody? I mean, great storyline, great writing, great artwork. Just one of them classic collector's edition by A+ artist and an A+ writer. When you have that combination, you can't help but have a great book. So if you see one of these in the comic store on the wall, or in the in the bins, in the books, grab it. Now who knows, down the line I may get this slab. I'm not into the slabbing, the CGC stuff. I'm not into that. I like to be able to put my books out to sleep and read them, look at them, enjoy them. But there's nothing wrong with that. That's a new market. Not real new, but you know what I mean. But I mean, just look at that detail. Look at that art. Look at that George Perez art. Look at that. Look at that. As the man say, look at yonder. Look at yonder. George Perez, I tip my hat off to you. I hope you are feeling better. I hope you're feeling great. I heard he's retiring. As you know, as we say, what a waste of great talent. But that's just the way life is. Get to a certain age, you don't done a lot. But he has given the industry so much. And I also got the old book of George Perez that he put out a long time ago. Of his little biography of him, and they showing some of his artwork, some of the books he have done. I'll probably showcase that one day on the Pure Power Comics show. So up next, I'm gonna take this out the sleeve. I'm gonna take this one here. I have one or two of this here, and I might have to move those books. I have the DC now. We got DC. No 52 Batman Comics volume. This is a graphic novel. This is graphic novel of the week. I haven't had a chance to read this. I got number one. Number one was great. And I buy a lot of graphic novels because sometimes trying to get the books themselves, either you gotta look for them, or you gotta or the price range is so high. So to me, in the long run, it's just cheaper to get the graphic novel, and then you get all the books in there. Especially if you just want to, like I say, just read it. Just want the storyline. Some people get it for the collectible. Oh, I gotta resell it and all that kind of crap. I haven't had a chance to read this one. I'm gonna take this one out the plastic. And while I'm watching y'all, I'm also listening to Vintage Breaks. They got Ricky the Steamboat Dragon on there. So let's take this bad boy out. The plastic. move these here. This is graphic novel of the week, and this one here is done by Tony Daniel. I'm gonna pick up the camera and show you. Take it slow. Look at that. Look at that art. I like his Batman style of drawing. And this is detective comic is head spinningly spectacular from top to bottom. And it was by MTV Geek. I don't know if they still have that station or whatnot, but MTV had a comic book or geek station on their website or division besides music. While BSN, Collectibles, and Pure Power Comics said the first Batman detective comic was awesome. And from just by looking in this book here, it looks cool too. Can't wait to take the time to read it. And when I read it, I like to take my time and enjoy the covers, the panels, the storyline, the whole story. It's like reading a movie, you know. In all the books, even the the Punisher I just showed, the Avengers, all of them. So, like I said, in this particular series, you got Tony Daniel is the artist, and so let me lay this down. I mean, this is. Let me move some things around. Let me move this. And let me lay it down. So inside we have Tony Daniels, Greg Hertz, James, his writer, Batman creator is Bob King. So you see all the So I'm just going to show you like some of the panels. And this first one is so this is and you got the back of the cover. This is, from what I've seen, is an awesome book. So this graphic novel I give an A+. A+. So I suggest if you see this, don't hesitate to grab it. If you see number 1, definitely grab it. It's great read, great artwork. Tony Daniel knocked it out of the park, him and his team. And he used to draw for Image Comics as well. I remember seeing his stuff in Image Comics and stuff, Tony Daniel. And he has gotten better as an artist. I mean, I mean, back when he was Image, you know, he was not as good as he is now, obviously, and he has gotten 100% better. And Tony Daniel, if you ever happen to hear this video, keep up the good work, because you have a fan in me. So that will do it for now. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoy this time, and if I will be shooting another one for tomorrow, which is Sunday, the 2nd of April, and this is not April Fool's Day, which it is. Hope everybody enjoy this Saturday, and this is Pure Power Comics from the BSN Collectibles channel. Till next time, have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.